Good morning, Winthrop Vikings. Today is Friday, the 13th, and we are following a Day 7 schedule.
After a much-needed Christmas break, students and staff are prepping and studying for this year's midterms.
We've gone around the school asking teachers and seniors for some study tips for the upcoming midterm.
With midterms on the way, many students are trying to cram in as much knowledge as they can. So this week, we're going to show you guys some ways to study for midterms to make sure you can do as best as you possibly can. With midterms right around the corner, students at Winthrop High need to study, but many students need a way that best suits them for studying. Whether it's through listening to videos or writing everything down, each student has a way that works best for them. This week, we will be asking students and teachers what ways they use to study.
My study tip is to find somewhere quiet and memorize the information.
So my study advice for mid-year exams, for math specifically, is to do lots of math problems so that you're really sharp. Just like you'd practice for a sport, you want to put in the time in the court or on the field. You want to put in the time doing your math problems.
All right, so how to study for midterms. My only advice is do not cram it all in one night. Don't pull an all-nighter, because I've done that and it doesn't work.
Some studying tips for midterms, so you gotta get locked in, like prepare every single night. Like right now, look at this, I'm preparing right now. That kite runner, I'm preparing for midterms right now. I'm learning my English right now, learning all my vocabulary, personification, motive, all of that.
The only study tip I have is to really rewrite your notes and really go through them and just try to process them.
So what I would say about midterms is the best thing you can do is not to really panic, try to take in too much. Just study the things and the concepts that you need to know that'll come up, so you'll be able to retrieve it easier later, instead of just trying to memorize a bunch of facts for every class.
For midterms, definitely don't stress about it. Just study. We're studying to go. We're studying English right now, and honestly, if you don't feel like studying, just show up and pray to God you pass, but just don't tweak about it.
Do you have some study tips?
You have to pay attention, of course.
You gotta pay attention. Prioritize your hardest classes, make sure you give enough time to study. Seek extra help whenever you need. Go see your teachers this whole week and give yourself enough time, prepare.
My study tips for midterms is to review your notes, review the content. If your teacher gives you a study guide, go through it, see what you know off the bat, make note of what you don't know, and then start studying that stuff. Make flashcards. I'm old school. I love flashcards. Anytime I had a test, it was guaranteed. I had flashcards, and I was going through them like a crazy person. So there's my study tips for you.
A good study tip I have is using Quizlet to study, or quizzes.
I study my notes and leave the rest up to luck.
So, for those who have had Mr. Leonardo in the past, especially this year, I'm a big flashcard guy. Talk to Robert Rich, expert flashcard dude. Flashcards are your best friend in the vast majority of classes you take here. But here's the trick. You don't make a set of 50 flashcards and just start going card 1 through 50 over and over again. You divide it up into groups, small groups. So I'll start with 3 to 5 cards at a time. When I have those, 5 cards memorized, I put it in the note pile. Grab another 5 cards. If you had 50 cards, you do 10 sets of 5 cards. Before you know it, you have all 50 memorized, and then you can go through the whole thing little by little. It works like a charm.
My study tip would probably be focus on one class at a time, and don't study for all 7 of your classes at once, because it won't work.
One of my study tips would be to make sure you're organized and make sure you have everything you need to. If your teacher says you can use a cheat sheet or a note card, make sure you have that prepared. I also would suggest just looking at past tests, quizzes, see where you struggled and how you can improve for your midterms.
A good study tip that I learned a while ago is not to try to cram in all your studying overnight, which I have been guilty of. Try to give yourself a little bit of time, like an hour, study, and then go do something else. And then come back to it later, study for another hour, go do something else. If you break it up, you're more likely to remember the information. Good luck, you guys.
A study tip I would personally have is to, go after for extra help. The teachers are always there to help us out, If you don't understand something, just go after. And yeah, that's
Great study tips. I'll make sure to use one when I'm studying for my midterms. Now back to you guys in the studio.
Well, that was helpful. Thank you, guys. I don't even remember taking freshman year midterms.
Me either. We're probably talking about on Zoom. Anyway, this season our winter sports teams have been hard at work, and we now have Colin and Zach to catch us up with each team to see how their season is going.
Hi, I'm Colin with Wake Up Winthrop. We are nearly halfway through our sports seasons and everyone has had a successful season so far. With a playoff push in mind, we wanted to catch up with some students around the school and see how their seasons are going. Tasked with a very hard schedule, the girls basketball team is currently sitting at 2-6. But as the back half of the season approaches, they are looking to make a run. We caught up with some girls on the basketball team to get their opinions on it.
So the start of the season has been a little rough. We've had a rough start. We've played a bunch of really talented Division I teams for our non-conference games. And our record isn't amazing, but we're really looking forward to the rest of the season. We play a lot of conference games and we should win a bunch of them. So we're really looking forward to that.
Our season's off to a slow start. We're still working really hard in practice and trying to keep up the intensity.
So I think that Zoe and Sophia really stepped up as underclassmen. They've been like the 6th and 7th men off the bench, so they've been able to step up and help out with the team.
People who have definitely stepped up are Maddie and Haley. Maddie has been hitting big shots for us, and then Haley's been working very hard on the defensive end.
So our expectations are pretty high. We are really hoping to be the conference champs like we were last year and get it back again. We're hoping that by the end of this month we'll have won a bunch of our conference games and our record will really improve and get closer as a team.
We just want to get better as a team, come closer together and be ready for next year and end the season off on a good note.
The boys basketball team is currently sitting at a pretty good spot at 4-6. Looking to make a run at the playoffs, we caught up with Captain Zach Bogus to see how the season is going.
So the season right now, it's going okay. We are 4-5. It's not where we want to be exactly. We should be a lot better. We're just not doing the little things on the court. But we're moving in the right direction. We got a big win against Gloucester Friday, and I just hope we keep winning more games. People who have really stepped up this season are Alex, Daniel. He just is always there on defense, hands in the passing lane, getting steals, getting big rebounds. Same with Rayshawn Beverly, always getting rebounds, always getting some fast break layups. And then our big man, Eddie, he's just always there, presence in the paint, not letting anything get by him. Yeah, so for the rest of the season, we just want to keep winning games. You know, when we play our game of basketball, we do the little things. No one can really play with us, so we just want to keep doing those little things. And hopefully make a playoff run. You know, last year we got cut short, lost in the first round, so hopefully we can improve on that and get past that first round.
The girls hockey team is having a great season this far, sitting at 8-0. We wanted to catch up with some girls on the hockey team and get their thoughts and opinions on it as the back end of the season approaches.
Our season's going pretty well. We're going into our 8th game, 7-0, and I think what really has been helping was during the summer, during the off season, we all were working really hard and just playing a lot of hockey, so I think that really was helping. I think someone who really stepped up this year is definitely our goalie, Riley. She's definitely filled in our last year goalie Summer's shoes, which is kind of a tough job because she was a really great goalie, but Riley's been doing really good in helping us stay undefeated. What I expect for the rest of the season is just to keep on winning all our games and keep working as a team. Yeah, so then hopefully we'll be ready for the playoffs.
The boys hockey team is currently sitting at 5-1-1 and are having a very good season so far. To see how it is going, we caught up with some of the boys on the hockey team to ask some questions.
We're off to a really good start. The team's been playing great. The chemistry's there. We're all getting along. We're having a great time. 5-1 so far. Just keep building off it. We're all just playing good, so it's a good time.
Jay Fortiatis has really stepped up this year. He's playing really well, scoring some big goals for us. And Colin O'Leary, he's been really locking it down on defense. And Nico Babine is doing really well right now, keeping us in the winning column.
Some expectations for the season is just going game by game, period by period, and I think that's just how the team is just going right now. So,
yeah, just gotta take it one game at a time. Keep working hard.
Well, that's all we have for sports. Good luck to all of our sports teams, and do your best to go out sport when you can. Now back to you guys at the studio.
Make sure to show your Viking spirit by attending the boys and girls basketball games tonight versus Peabody. Speaking of sports, Torino just informed me that girls hockey has an outstanding player on their team. Number 7, Captain Emma Holmes, has hit 100 points in her last season. We wanted to highlight Emma Holmes for her great achievements.
Come on, let's go.
I've been playing hockey since I was 5 and it's been something I've loved to do ever since. Hockey has been a big part of my life and I've gained so many friendships and made a lot of memories.
I've been very lucky to have Emma on my team since she was like 7 years old, so I guess I would have to say it's been really great to have her because not only is she a great player, but she's a great leader and she's someone that I've leaned on for many years through championships and many victories.
So I can't really pinpoint one of my favorite memories with Emma. I think that I've been playing with her for a long time now, and every time I step on the ice with her, it's always a good memory. Emma brings a lot to the team. She's always like positive and just bringing the team up. It helps that she's a really amazing player, and I'm so happy for her that she got 100 points.
DNT shit hustling, chasing dreams since I was 14 with the 4-track busting. Halfway across that city with the back question. Labels out here, now they can't tell me nothing. We give that to the people, spread it across the country. Labels out here, now they can't tell me nothing. We give it to the people, spread it across the country.
Oh geez, for the last 3 years she's really been a leader, but now finally wearing the C on her jersey, she's just been very complimentary of the other players on the team. She works extremely hard in practice. She's a leader by example.
So I can't really pinpoint my favorite memory with Emma. I think that every memory with Emma has been amazing. I've been playing with her obviously since we were really young, so every time I've stepped on the ice with her, it's going to be a good game because she's obviously a leader on and off the ice. She brings a lot of positive energy to the locker room and just always bringing the team up. It's been an honor playing with her, and it's always awesome seeing her score, and I'm just so happy that she got her 100 points.
My favorite memory would be going undefeated and winning the NEC last year. My team is my biggest inspiration because they push me to be a better player and a better role model. I've been playing with these girls since I was 10 and playing with them has really helped me develop as a player. They helped me become a better leader and overall person. Hockey is my favorite thing to do and I'm planning to pursue it in college. I'm excited for the next 4 years of my life and can't wait to see what the future holds. My love for the sport has made me want to continue and be the best that I can be.
Thank you, Winthrop High School, for these past 4 years that I will never forget. Number 7-0.
That was awesome. Everyone make sure to go and show your support at their next game.
I wish I could score 100 points.
You don't play hockey.
And you can't skate.
Neither can you.
Alright, that's enough. Also, we have an upcoming blood drive next week, and you have to be 16 years or older to donate.
Hey Maddie, do you know what Monday is?
Yes, next Monday is in honor of Martin Luther King. The day commemorates the work of Dr. King, a prominent leader in the American Civil Rights Movement. People are encouraged to use the day to reflect on the principles of racial equality and nonviolent social change.
Thank you, Maddie. We'll be sure to have a topic on this next week and more details on the significant day.
And that's all we have for you guys this week. Roll Vikes!
Wait, Jimmy!